I am Dolgan Keyboard, and today I am teaching you how to play Zed. I will go over the basics that include masteries, runes, skill build and summoners, and then I will go over on what items to build. After that I will give some general laning advice for Zed and what you should be doing in the early to mid game. I will end the tutorial with a couple of gameplay clips where I will explain what I'm doing and why. I want to keep it straight to the point, so let's get started. This is the standard mastery page for Zed. You can tweak the second and fourth lines to your playstyle, but Tunnelords is the best keystone to increase Zed's burst. If you really want to pick something else, you can pick Stormade Surge instead, but it is more late game focused and will decrease your early pressure by a ton. For runes, I personally go Lethality Red, scaling HP yellow against AP and armor against AD, 6 cooldown reduction per level blues to hit the max cooldown reduction cap, and 3 magic resist runes. If you feel like you need the extra magic resist in lane, you can go 9 magic resist blues and pick up a maw or lucidity boots to hit the max cooldown reduction cap that way. This is the standard skill build for Zed, max R, Q, E, W. I prefer to take E level 2 instead for easier farming, and you can start poking efficiently at level 4 anyway. For summoners, I always take Ignite and Flash. There are just simply no better summoners for Zed. You take Ignite to increase your kill pressure even further, and Flash's capabilities are endless. Now we go over on what items to build on Zed. I always build a Humus Ghostblade and Black Cleaver. This gives me a nice mix of AD, health, armor pen and lethality, and makes sure I hit the cooldown reduction cap at level 18. For boots, I usually go Murthreads or Ninja Tabi if they have a heavily focused AD team. If you are playing against a burst AP like Annie or LeBlanc, you can pick up an early Hex Drinker first. If you are snowballing, you can pick up a Duskblade second. If not, build it as your third item after Black Cleaver. After that you have to check the champions you are playing against and pick between Armor Pen if they have 2 or more tanks, Steer's Cage with Titanic Hydra for some added survivability and burst, but you can also pick up a Guardian Angel or Mercurial Scimitar if they have to see that you just can't dodge and you need a little bit more damage. Now let's go over the laning phase. Levels 1 till 3, Zed is weaker than most laners, so try and play passive and farm with Q and E under tower. Do not push the wave so the enemy can freeze the wave on his side and let the enemy jungler gank you. At level 4 you can try and land the classic W-E-Q combo. Do not throw the Q too fast, but take a little time to line it up correctly. If you do not land the W-E, don't throw the Q, because most of the time you will waste your energy and you do not proc the alerts anyway, which adds a lot to your early game poke. If the enemy is at half HP or less, you can go in after you hit your combo and auto attack with passive and ignite for an early kill. At level 6, you can try and look for an all-in if your enemy is low HP or wasted all of his or her spells. Most of the time don't try to engage with your ulti, but instead use W-E-Q auto attack and follow them. When they blow their flash or any other movement spell, proceed to follow them with Deathmark and finish the kill. If you are level 6, have your ult up and can push your wave into the enemy tower but cannot make a play on the enemy mid laner, go and look for roams instead. Zed is a very good roamer because of his high base movement speed, shadows and item build. The lane you want to gank the most is the bot lane because there are 2 players to kill and you can secure the dragon after, but if not you can go top instead. Again, always try and engage with W-E-Q auto attack and wait for the enemy to blow their summoners so you can follow with your Deathmark. If top lane and bot lane do not look interesting, you can try and go counter jungling instead. Always look at general timers, for example 7 minutes for the buffs, and ward the enemy jungle. Always keep an eye on the map if enemies are following you, because then you need to back off. Now let's go over team fighting with Zed. Zed is an assassin and therefore should try and kill the highest valued squishy player on the enemy team. This, most of the time, tends to be the enemy marksman, who usually has a loyal support with exhaust on his side to prevent you from doing so. Before the teamfight starts, try and find an unwarded side spot of the map where you can come in from the side or behind, where the enemy marksman does not know where you will come from. If you are fit, you can easily blow up the enemy AD carry with a W-E-Q auto attack, or then follow up with Deathmark and finish the kill. Always keep track of their exhausts and zonias because these affect your assassination capability heavily. Now, let's go over 3 gameplay clips. In the first clip, I'm first fighting against Echo, who exhausts me after my combo. There's little reason to keep fighting while exhausted, so I walk back to my shadow so I can line up a double Q just after the exhaust ends. After that, I want to recall to base because the enemies are pushing our turret. But then I decide it's better to come in from behind so they have less time to react to my engage. So I walk in from behind and use Flash, W, R, E, immediately go back to my shadow so the enemy cannot exhaust me or CC me, and wait until Misfortune dies. After that, Darius gets distracted by Corki, so it's an easy cleanup under our tower. In this clip, I'm laning against an Ahri. Since Ahri is a safe laner, I want to look for roams instead and push out my wave and look for a roam bot lane. Ahri sees that I'm missing from lane and knows that I probably want to roam, so she pushes the wave as fast as possible to my tower to punish me for doing so. I see that bot lane is pretty pushed up, so I go back to lane and see that Ahri is pushing the wave, so I engage with W and E and wait for her to blow flash or charm. She flashes, so I follow with ult, and because Arya knows my death mark will place me behind her, I immediately flash to another spot and finish the kill with Q. In this final clip, I want to show you how Zed can fight against other fat assassins. In this game, Rengar was pretty fat, so he engages on me with his ult. I use my death mark and immediately place my W behind me so I can get out of his range after my combo. I see that I have not done enough damage to kill him yet, so I return back to my ult shadow and finish the kill with another E and auto attack. This was my how to Zed. I hope you learned something from the tips and gameplay clips that I gave, so that you can use that in your advantage in your own games. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next how to.